What up, you got Mr. Smith, point 0.5 of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and in this brief video, I want to give you 15 stocks to consider January 2021, and maybe even beyond, but definitely January 2021, and it'll be wrapped up in one ETF. So one ETF you should consider tapping into as it relates to your investment strategy going forward, starting in January 2021. Now, I will say this. ETFs are great, especially for new investors. Why? Because many times if you're new to investing, or even fairly new, or even if you're seasoned, ETFs gives you some ability to allow your money to grow and be spread out all in one place. So a lot of times people think of diversification and they think about it from a standpoint of investing one place here, one place there, one place there. A lot of people fail to realize that you can diversify even if you put your money in one place. And what ETFs allow you to do, similar to investing in index funds and mutual funds, things of that nature, is invest in one stock symbol that spreads your money out. And now you're not stuck trying to wonder which is the best stock to pick. Now, if you're seasoned, of course, you already know. But if you're not, then it just allows you to be in all places at one time, and then you're able to diversify all by that one investment. And then if you decide that you want to dive in deeper in one particular stock based on what you're seeing, based on the results that you're getting, by all means do so. But an ETF is an exchange traded fund that allows you to diversify. I won't get into the details of all of that because if you click on this video, you probably know what an ETF is. But I just want you to understand that ETFs allow you to diversify, and you can pretty much do it sector based. So based on a particular niche, you can invest in it. And if you understand a niche, you might know the best times to invest in that particular niche based on when they have their highest or their peak moments in the stock market. So just something to consider. In this video, I want to give you one ETF to consider for January 2021, especially with 2020 and how it went. Now, before I get into what exact ETF it is, I will let you know, because you probably can see my screen right now, of course, that it is in the travel space, specifically in the air travel space. Why is that important? Well, it's January 2021. We just came from a unique year that kept a lot of people confined to their homes. Many people are anxious to travel. Many people are anxious to fly in some cases. However, that hasn't been something that has been able to be done due to the things that have happened in 2020. Now, you know, of course, people have still been traveling. So I'm not saying that they haven't been. People have still been flying. I'm not saying that they haven't been. But last year, airlines experienced a very down moment. So now the fact that people are more interested in flying and flights may start to pick up at some point during this year, now may be a good buying opportunity because now you can get it at a lower cost, which means that you get more bang for your buck. Anytime that you're able to get more bang for your buck, that means that you're able to allow your money to grow even though you spent less, and now that increases your profit chance. It's just simple business. Buy low, sell high, or just buy low, period, and ride the climb. So just understanding that puts you in a position to make your money go a lot further by catching them at a time where their stock is not so high or not performing at its peak potential, because it's a good chance that it will rise, and now you get the benefit off of what took place. Now, another thing about it being January is the month of February is coming up. The holiday that's in February is Valentine's. Valentine's Day is a day that tends to be a day where couples tend to like to travel. And it may not necessarily require them to fly in order to travel. However, flights are a high thing that, you know, people tend to tap into when it comes time to Valentine's Day. So if you catch it before then, now you're able to benefit from the potential growth that can come from the holiday of Valentine's, because you're seeing this video in January. And I'm going to do more videos like this that I feel can benefit you as it's benefited me, because this is something I actually bought into towards the end of last year. But I just want to give you an angle or perspective to think about stocks so you can understand timing can be very key in terms of when you invest in certain things. So let's talk about the 15 stocks, then I'll unpack what ETF this is, and you can consider each of these 15 stocks individually, or you can consider the ETF so you can get all in one based on how, you know, it's available to you. So that being said, I said it was travel or air travel to be specific. So these are some individual stocks that you can look into yourself, do your own due diligence, see if you like the company, see if you think they have good growth, see what things they're doing that can possibly position them to have a increase in growth as it relates to their company. See what things they're doing to have more presence online as it relates to media space, due to the fact that a lot of times stocks vary and are controlled by certain media as it relates to how their message or their brand is put out to the rest of the world. So just kind of see how they're positioned and see if it's some things that you can capitalize on. So I just run through the list. Southwest Airlines, stock symbol LOVE, and as you can see, this particular ETF has 10% of their stock wrapped up into this bundle ETF. So more than 10% is investing in Southwest Airlines. Next up, we got the Delta Airlines, stock symbol DAL. We got American Airlines. We got United Airlines. We got Alaska, Allegiant, Spirit, JetBlue Airways. We got Air Canada. We got the CJT, the Cargo Jet Inc. We also got the Textron. We got the Go. We got the SkyWest Air Transport, as well as the PGSUX. Now, these are all different stocks, and I'm sure you're familiar with at least half of these. Some may be fairly new, but I'm sure you're familiar with at least half of these stocks. So you know that they took a hit last year. Many of them had to lay off quite a few people. Of course, there was some bailout. A certain amount of money was put into airlines in order to keep them afloat, because a lot of them didn't have enough cushion or an emergency fund in order to keep them running just based off their reserves. So the government helped them out because they are a very key instrument to our economy. So understanding that lets you know that this is a company or a group of companies that pretty much will be around forever for the most part, but you're just catching them in a down moment and you're able to invest in them. So consider investing in either one of these individually, consider investing in multiple, or you can do what I'm currently recommending, especially if you're new to investing, and invest in an ETF. So the stock symbol for this ETF is JETS. JETS. And you can find this basically pretty much on any investment platform or brokerage account. You know, I use Webull quite a bit, so you can click a link down below, get access to some free stock just by investing or getting access, clicking my available link down there so you can get that free stock. And then you can see by typing in JETS that it's at a good cost, that has some decent growth potential, and now you can take advantage of investing in this ETF and have ownership in all of these companies versus just getting it one by one. So you can put, you know, quite a few of your dollar bills into this company and you're still diversified. This keeps you from having all your eggs in one basket. Yeah, you're putting it in one basket, but that one basket is diversified automatically. So the site that I'm on, and this may be of benefit to you, is etfdb.com. Basically, that just stands for ETF database. So if you go here, just so you can see how I got here, go to ETF database. If you have a stock symbol that you're considering, there's a lot of information on here, you know, that you can research and learn about ETFs to see what's going to be the best strategy or best way for you to set up your portfolio. But if you have a stock symbol in mind, basically if it's an ETF, because this is specific to ETFs, all you have to do is type it in. So for the one that we just discovered, it was JETS. Type in JETS, and then boom, you'll see some information about it. It breaks it down, you know, what it consists of, you know, a lot of data, you know, and it gives an analyst report of what JETS is. And basically it just talks about certain things based on this particular analyst perspective. And as you can see, JETS is the only real pure play air travel ETF on the market. So that kind of gives it a unique spin as it relates to this market. There are other ETFs in the travel space, and they list on here that you may want to consider as well. But for the sake of this video, JETS definitely is kind of in the lane of its own because it's specific to this sector as it relates to air travel. Now, once you're here, you're able to click around and see certain things based on whatever it is you're looking for. But if you want to know what an ETF has their money invested in, all you have to do is click on holdings. Once you click on holdings, it'll take you to where we were originally, and it shows you the top 15 holdings that they have. And if this number doesn't add up to 100%, that means that there are some more that they have a percentage in. It's just that these are the top 15, starting with Southwest Airlines being the most heavily weighted in their area. That basically means they have more of their investment going to Southwest Airlines for their own reasons, being Delta, being American. So just understand that, but definitely consider with January 2021 coming to a close and February coming up, spring, some of the different times that people like to travel, consider adding this to your portfolio, because I think that it definitely can play a part in you getting benefits of when the travel industry starts to take a rise. And of course, I'm not a financial advisor. This is for educational, edutainment purposes only, but it's something that I've benefited from, and I think you can benefit from it as well. And plus, this website, if you're interested in ETFs, to where you're not doing all of this research and trying to figure out who is operating the company, what their dividends and things of that nature are. Now, you will benefit from learning that, but if you're just interested in understanding how to buy into something that can diversify and you learn later, ETF is a great place to start. And if you want to research ETF specifically, etfdb.com is the place to be. So that's all I have for this particular video. Let me know if you already knew about this ETF. Let me know if it's something you're considering. Let me know if it's some ETF that you think that people should be considering. In the comments, leave it below, whatever you say, and definitely let me know if you have any interest in these type of videos on this channel if you're already a subscriber, and we'll consider adding things like this to the plate. I definitely have one that I'll be going over soon, dealing with REITs, which is Real Estate Investment Trust, and they operate similarly to ETFs. So I'll be going over one soon, because now is a good time to consider that one as well. So hopefully you got some value. Hopefully this video has served you well. Share this with somebody who you feel may benefit. That's all I got. Mr. Smith, signing out. Salute. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you find this video valuable, and I look forward to speaking with you, working with you, and giving any free game that I can give coming soon. Salute.